Jeff just hit the.
Yep.
Oh,
Hello.
No, we're good.
That's awesome.
hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I see Stevie Lee and Michelle Baum.
Yes, and
On our side.
we have to do what you said to do, Papa Mouse, is pull up the chat on another device
Pop
so
out
that we
chat.
can
Oh,
see it better because we are
yeah.
behind.
I got it right here.
Oh, Jeff has it under control, I think.
Look, I got a whole thing there.
Mike Wheeler. I'm awake. Hi, Mike Wheeler. How you doing?
Mike Wheeler. Good to see you.
I don't see Mike.
Tina McNeil.
Oh, okay. There we go. Tina! There she
Yeah, we
is.
do.
Uh-oh, we have echo. Uh-oh. Do you guys hear echo? No?
No. I don't hear any echo. I
Make
don't
sure
hear
that
any
the
echo.
device that you're watching your chat on, that the sound is silent.
Volume's all the way down on the device you're looking at. If you're using a phone for chat.
Yep. All our devices are,
Down?
they're off. Yeah. Muted.
Okay. Are you still hearing echo?
I have echo. I don't know. Hey, Mike Wheeler, do
I'm
you
Mike
see
Wheeler.
echo?
All right. Let us know if there's
So who's echoing? Who? Yeah, tell us who's echoing. There's a lot of us here.
Mike
I hear
Wheeler.
no echo.
Tina McNeil says you have echo. I did hear it for a second, but it seems like it's gone now.
Okay.
Was this up a
Nope. Sorry, it was me.
They've been.
We're good.
Tina. That's okay.
Oh,
Oh, hello. She likes to keep me on my toes, that lady. So I got to meet Tina the other day.
Oh, fun. That's
Swan and
awesome.
Dolphin. Yes, at the Swan and Dolphin. That was so.
NHL Olympic Hits is here. Mickey Sightings is here.
I got to meet
got
Sean too.
Mickey Sightings.
Very cool.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
Yes. You had us over.
Hi,
Okay.
hi, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
We know it's early, 5 o'clock Eastern on a Thursday, but
yeah,
it's a time we decided on. So today we're going to talk about EPCOT, my favorite park. I'm so excited. I could talk about 4 hours on this. We only have an hour.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a nap. Let me know when you're done.
Ow.
I'm gonna check on the dog real
Go
quick.
see
I'll
why
be
the
right
dog's
back.
freaking out.
Okay. So would you say EPCOT is was it your least favorite park, do you think? Mama Mouse?
It's probably my least favorite.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
But I'm the big animal lover, and I am in love with Pandora. So, of course, Animal Kingdom's gonna be a step ahead for me.
Okay.
I don't know about him.
I like Epcot a lot more now than I used to.
Okay.
But I think a lot of the differences is for me is I'm not dragging around a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old going, I don't like it here. I'm bored.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I, as an adult with no kids, I seem to enjoy it a lot more. I enjoy having a beer in Germany. That's kind of fun.
Yes.
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 Or beer anywhere, any
Yeah.
pavilion.
Right?
I'm not a big drinker. I don't really drink. So I typically, anytime we've gone to Disney, I think I've had a beer one time, anytime. So
Yep. That's usually all it takes, though, in Germany.
Yeah.
Pretzel.
Yeah. So for
It's
me,
a
it's not
beer.
the drinks. I like the food. Although I do have to say, I like the festivals. And when we went over the summer, there were no festivals going on, and it was kind of weird. It's almost like I didn't really want to be there very much. Isn't that funny? So we say it's our favorite park, yet when there's not a festival going on, we spend a lot of time there. Yeah. So
we've been to Flower and Garden, and we've been to the art fest, the arts.
Flower and Garden and Food and Wine.
Food and Wine. We've been to Food and Wine too.
Yeah.
We went to the art one once. Remember, we saw the painters and all that stuff going on. So we've gotten to go to 3 of them. How we did that, we never intentionally planned it. We just ended up being there when it was happening.
Yeah,
we really enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Amy's here. Hello, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
So it seems like they always have something going on at EPCOT, whether it's the Festival of the Arts, Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, or Festival
of the holidays.
Festival of the Holidays now. It seems like they're stretching those out so they sort of overlap each other now.
Yeah.
So there's always almost, except in the summertime.
Right. June through August,
right.
late August.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah.
So what is your favorite pavilion? I have to try to say that correctly.
Pavilion?
Hanging out with the this and that guy's way too much.
Way too much. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Oh boy, that's a good question. I think I like France. I think what I like about France is I like the bakery, and I just like the feeling in France. I think it's kind of neat. Plus, I like that it's right there at the International Gateway. So I'd have to say that's probably my favorite. We've eaten at the Ratatouille. Yeah, the Ratatouille ride I'm excited about.
Right.
And they're going to have a Beauty and the Beast sing along there. That's going to be at the I saw it's going to be up soon.
They're also going to have a crepe place.
I think in the winter, like the winter of like coming up, they're going to have it.
Check that out.
Yeah. So that's what I saw.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of. I think they've done. I know some people don't like the fact that they're putting rides in at Epcot. They don't like the fact that they're doing some of this stuff. I think it's a good idea because I think you're going to draw more people to Epcot, and they're going to find out just how amazing Epcot truly is.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I personally like Mexico the best.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. What about you guys?
I don't know.
He's not a big fan. We get it.
No, that's
right.
you don't have to play if you don't want to. You can skip.
I like that Funny Nemo place where I lost my son.
She does like the living of the sea, living of the land type stuff. She really enjoys that. That is probably I wouldn't say she has a favorite pavilion. She liked going around the world and doing the passport. That made her happy. I'm speaking for you.
I know. I was like,
but that's kind of more of her thing. I'm torn, believe it or not. I like the UK. There's something about that pavilion that draws me there, but there's not enough there for me.
Right.
So I would have to say,
like, what draws you there?
What draws? Just the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
Draws me there. The nostalgia I mean, I grew up listening to the Beatles, little 45 records and things like that. I mean, so it's always kind of just that nostalgia, the phone booths, the mailboxes, just the nostalgia of it. I think it's really kind of neat that you kind of walk into that realm of it. Mexico, I like Mexico, but it's just not a fave of mine for some reason.
Right.
I've eaten in Italy and I've eaten in France, and I enjoy eating there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, the pizza!
Yeah,
it'd be in Napoli.
This is true.
Yes,
really
good. This last time we did do Food and Wine, and I did hang out with the This and That guys, and we went around and we were trying different foods and different drinks at different pavilions. And that actually, I was really surprised. The braised beef at Italy or France was phenomenal. It was just so good, worth every penny of it. It was really good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So, and we've said this before, we're really not foodies. We're just not.
Right.
Boy, that was good. I like me some good meat. So that was good. That was good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Tina McNeil brings up about Morocco. I don't know if you've ever spent time in the Morocco pavilion, but from the main path, it goes back pretty far.
It's deep.
It's deep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
A character meet and greet back there. There's another restaurant back there. There's all kind of stores back there.
It's the place you got lost.
What?
Were you trying to buy a fez?
No, she wasn't trying to buy.
Is that the place we bought the pizza?
No, no, it's the one that goes way back in the back.
Yeah.
It's really deep.
Okay.
It is really deep.
Yeah.
Too deep for the shallow mind.
You're so pretty, baby. I love
know.
you.
About the pizza is amazing.
Oh,
Second Fox, good morning.
I think of course the countries have done a really good job of depicting the countries,
Right.
the art, the buildings. I think also the what is it? The dragon? The
Nine dragons.
That's the China Pavilion?
Nine dragons. Nine dragons. I kept wanting to say seven dragons. The Nine Dragons restaurant. Our daughters really like Chinese food, and so that's one of the things that they were really looking for. Go ahead. And we ate there one time, and actually that was wonderful. It was amazing. So
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Lena, for joining. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Lena. Yeah, I think there's that whole section with all the pavilions and everything, and then there's Future World, which I don't know if I like that, but I like the land area. So Soarin', I love that ride. But
Did you get to see the Epcot Forever?
yes, the show or that new show inside. Are you talking about the fireworks? Or are you talking about that?
No, 360. Yeah, the 360 show.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah. I did. See, here's the thing. I don't have a lot of history with Epcot, so I don't know a lot of those songs. I know people that I know the Figment song. That's about it. So there were some other little older songs in there, like little nods to different older Epcot attractions were there, and I didn't get that. I had never been there for that. So, I mean, I thought it was neat how they had the kites flying and how they had.
Just talking about the Odyssey.
Okay.
Where you walk in and it's a 360.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Okay. Yes. Now that I really liked. That I thought was interesting because, they had that projection on that center area. That was neat. And I was kind of standing there holding on to it, like I was by a railing, and the picture started to scroll up, and I actually felt like I was moving. Like for a minute there, I was kind of like grabbing. I mean, that's how real it seemed because it's 360. It goes all the way around. So I actually kind of felt like I was moving, and I think it was exciting to see all the changes that are coming. So the Mary Poppins ride, and I think it's going to be.
I think Epcot is going to be my more favoritist park after all these.
More favoritist.
I love that. That's awesome. The Mary Poppins, I will tell you, I am shocked that Disney did not do a chimney sweep show of Mary Poppins in that pavilion.
Well, that would be cool.
A long time ago, because that would just be amazing.
Why doesn't Epcot do parades?
I think
it's so narrow.
Well, and I think they did at one point.
They used to have a parade.
So if I'm sure someone Amy might know, or someone Mike Wheeler, about an old.
I can't imagine going from country to country to country, and kind of that would take away from. I would take away from it.
Not if they didn't have every country represented.
It used to come right down the middle, though, between the World Showcase.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and.
Was it called like the Parade of Nations, or I don't know?
Like,
I can't remember what it was. So somebody, I'm sure someone knows.
But we've run a few 5Ks, and when you come out in Epcot, you come out behind the United Kingdom Pavilion. Behind it, they opened all that up, and there's a lot of room back there. So, I mean, they have a ton of room to build that Mary Poppins back there. I mean, it's really funny how much back stage you see when you're running that 5K.
Right. There's a lot back there that they're not using.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Yeah. There's still a lot of space there that most people don't really realize that it's a lot bigger back there than what most people think.
What kind of ride is Mary Poppins going to be?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. They just showed in that preview that they showed. They just played a little bit of the music, and they played the music, I think, from the new Mary Poppins movie, which I was kind of I was kind of thrown by that because people seem to know. Maybe they kind of mixed it together. But I do remember that. Can you imagine that song that they played a little bit of that?
Right.
But it's pretty. They didn't really get into. It's just like a little teaser about this new attraction. So.
Cricket Box says there was a Parade of Nations. It was short, but it happened twice a day. And Mickey Siding says, I'm assuming that they're saying it was called Tapestry of Nations.
Tapestry of Nations.
For some reason, I want to say that I recall that the first time we went.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I do.
That was forever ago.
So Monarch Moments joined, and Jackson RC Aviation joined, and Zachary Pollock. So thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it.
Here's my thing about Epcot. This is why I like it so much. I'm just going to come out and say it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. you could
Mama Mouse, let's see what he says. See if it convinces him.
Change my mind. Okay.
Is it the one park she'll let you go to by yourself?
Oopsie.
Yeah, so one
I can't get lost
by myself. That's where I can go. You could spend an entire day just going around meeting all the different characters that they have there, because they have most of the pavilions have a character meet and greet at Epcot. Yeah.
No, they don't.
Okay. So you got
here we go.
You have Donald at Mexico.
Oh, okay.
You have Anna and Elsa at Norway. You have Mulan at China. You have Snow White in Germany.
Okay.
You have Belle, and you have Aurora in France.
Mm-hmm.
You have Alice, and you have Mary Poppins in the United Kingdom.
He's got.
Then you have Wreck-It Ralph in Vanellope.
Yeah, they're there too.
You have Baymax.
And the little puppet for Coco. He's there.
Yeah.
You have Baymax.
Yes.
You have Sadness and Joy.
Okay, there's a lot of characters.
And then you have the Mickey characters. Yeah, I mean, you could spend a whole day just doing that. Make the characters.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Who's Sadness and Joy?
Sadness and Joy.
Oh, gotcha.
Joy and Sadness
from
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Yes.
Who are you, and what did you do with my wife?
I thought he said. I didn't think he said sadness. Sorry, my bad.
What? I'm sorry. I get a little excited when I'm talking about Epcot.
See, he likes Epcot. I do too.
I mean, and each one of those, you could spend a whole entire day doing that. You could spend a whole entire day just going around to each pavilion and seeing the entertainment at each pavilion too, like the acrobats in China, the jugglers in France, the
chair stackers, and there's a lot of entertainment going on there.
The British Revolution over in United. I don't know if you've ever heard the British Revolution in United Kingdom.
They're good.
They play the Who, they play the Beatles, they play all this classic.
Yeah, rock.
You're thinking about the band over by Canada, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
That's different.
That's different.
Yeah. England, right behind England there.
But we were staying at Beach Club one trip, and we actually heard, because we were like right behind there where our room was facing there, we heard the whole concert from our room.
Wow.
Which is kind of really
nice.
That's great.
It was really neat.
I would like to see them do more with Britain. I just think it would be amazing. I every time I go in there or go by there, I have to stop and go through the gift shop just because I want to see the stuff from the Beatles and all of
right.
Yep.
And those gardens back there are really pretty. I'm glad they brought Pooh back. They brought Pooh back there.
They did bring Pooh back there.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Keep it family.
Yeah, not Pooh.
Not Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Pooh Bear.
He meets and greets in Christopher Robin's bedroom, which is so cool.
Yeah.
Tracy, did you make it back?
Oh, it's so sad to be back. Tina's back, and I didn't get to meet Tracy while I was down there, but it was just such a crazy trip. But anyway,
I don't know. Well, that's why I like Epcot so much. I mean, there's so much you can do that we have not even scratched the surface on there yet.
We do something new every time we go there. I know the last time we were there, we did something very new.
I am not convincing.
We did two things that were new. We lost Taylor, and
that's not a good thing, right?
That was awful.
He was fine. he was fine. He was totally cool. He wasn't worried or stressed out. It was really good. Mom, on the other hand, was a mess.
Where did you lose him?
So Jeff didn't hear this story. So if you guys want to tell it, who wants to tell it?
The cast member asked Mom to step over to one side for a minute, and so Mom stepped around the side of a corner, and Taylor was on the other side of the corner, and he went one way, she went the other way, and they couldn't find each other. So Taylor said, "Man, I'll just kind of look for her for a little bit." They were inside, living with the C's.
Yeah, living with the C's.
And so Taylor was just wheeling around the wheelchair, saying, "No, if I don't see her," just kept going, kind of going around. Of course, she's called the police, the FBI, Disney security. They shot me, and so we started heading that way. And by the time we get there, I get a phone call as I'm heading that way from Taylor going, "Hi, Dad. I'm good. Mom's not. I'm good."
I
so
freaked out. The cast members were so awesome through that whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
He was very calm, very soothing. Well, here, let's walk over here and look. And then I guess in the background they deployed half the park security out to look for him.
Walking that way, I was watching security just starts coming out of the woodwork, and they're like at certain spots, and it was and they were looking. It was interesting.
I was sobbing though. I was devastated, and it wasn't so much that he wasn't there, but that he would think that I left him.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where I was freaking out, because they made me move my scooter, and I moved my scooter. And when I went back, Taylor's wheelchair was gone. And I thought, oh my God, he thinks that I left him. And then I went into a full on panic.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah, it was awful, but I'm really, really pleased at the way that Disney handled it. They did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why you don't like EPCOT, because of this.
Bad memories. Quick, Tina McNeil. Yes, they do a lot, and those things are cool. Now, I will have to admit, I have not seen the pipe and drum corps. I would love to see the pipe and drum corps. That would be awesome. I still wish for more. Maybe I'm a little greedy. I don't know. I just want them to do more there. The second thing that we did this last time that was new was drank so much Beverly, I thought I was drowning.
Oh, well, that.
See,
Then there's that.
that as well, right? Right.
Worth every moment of it. It was a good cause, but
Yeah.
that was new for me. I mean, I had tasted Beverly before, and it didn't ever bother me before, and it was good. So it was okay. I wouldn't say it was good. But that was, so I have one of my fondest memories of Disney, there being at EPCOT with all those people doing that. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Got to meet Jeff, and I got to hang out with my friends, and we got to do a lot of really cool things and meet new people.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that was a good day. Yeah.
It was a good day.
So no bathroom talk about EPCOT?
No, we're not going to talk about that.
So while you brought
they have nice restrooms. We'll just leave it at that.
So the topic of conversation last week.
We're not going down that path.
Well, you started with poo.
I have an up close personal opinion about the bathrooms that I've got. So,
Ew,
yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay. Oh my God.
The Beverly Challenge was a massive. We all of us were trying to cram a whole lot into a short period of time with a hurricane coming down our backs. So, but it was worth it. Look at all the friendships we made. So,
and all the airlines were canceling flights, and people were scrambling to get out of there.
I remember that, and it was so weird because we were all we all kind of banded together. Like, I had never really met like Dave from Brandy and Dave. We would chit chat back and forth, but I went over to him. I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" And what's your plan? Because he's from Pennsylvania also. So everybody was like helping everybody. And
yeah.
I remember Amy was there, and I was talking to Amy. She's on the phone. She's like, "Let me get Southwest and I'll help you." And we were just all like in a kind of a state of panic, and we're all helping each other out. It was just really, and we're all like, "It'll be okay." Because I was getting a little nervous because I didn't bring my work laptop. I'd wanted to do that. And I thought, man, if I'm stranded down here, we're going to be in big trouble. The kids were there, so they didn't have their school laptop.
If I'm stranded at Disney, I'm doing Disney.
Right.
I'm not working.
There's worse things in life, right?
I know.
Right.
I thought that too. But then I thought, oh, these kids are going to get so behind in school. They're going to kill me. And Yeah. So
funny.
Yeah.
So we had one other really cool memory of Epcot, and that's when they still had the Figment area where you went in and they chose a child from the crowd. And they put on a lab coat and they put on glasses and they went up there. They went up there with an assistant and they actually interacted with Figment on the TV monitors around. And they did like an experiment, and Tara, our oldest daughter, was picked out of the crowd to do that. And so that was pretty cool, especially since she was so shy back then. Mm-hmm. So they put her in a little white lab coat and give her these little glasses to wear, and she stood there and did everything she was supposed to do. And they took a picture of her and then particleized it and sent it over to the other side of the room. And they did all kinds of fun stuff back then. Yeah. So
did you get that on film?
That was cool. We have it photos somewhere. I've got the video of it somewhere.
It's probably on VHS tape or something.
I don't know. It's etched in stone, I think, somewhere. Right. You got to flip the tablets to watch it move.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Did I see that they're going to put? Had you guys ever been to Disney Quest? Did you guys ever go to Disney Quest?
I went there, but I don't remember it. It was back in 2001. We went there with my group when I went there for work. I don't remember a lot about it. I just remember it was kind of like a lot of games.
It's a Disney Springs.
No, I know that. The reason I'm asking is I thought I remembered seeing something on the upcoming Epcot show thing that they were going to have something like that.
Oh, I think you're right.
They talked about having something similar to what was Disney Quest and putting it back in there.
Okay.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Also at Epcot, have you ever played the Agent P game?
No, we did Kim Possible when we were there.
Okay. So that's basically the same game, except it's with period. What's that?
Yeah, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, Perry, the platypus.
What's the show called?
It's Phineas
and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's right. I went down your path. Yeah, Phineas and Ferb.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's a neat. I think they have to try to come up with things for kids to do while they're there, and I think they try. So they have that Phineas and Ferb Agent P thing they can do with their phones. They have how they can color. Like they give you like a Duffy bear, and you could take it around all the different countries.
Get a stamp
and you can get a stamp on it from the different countries.
That's cool.
So, I mean, I think they're trying to make it so that there's something for the kids to do while the parents are making their way around. But, I mean, I think it is a tough sell for families. So,
I think once they put in the other rides, like if each country would have some type of a ride, I think the kids would be a little bit more excited about going to Epcot.
Even Mexico's ride. I mean, it's not like a ride, but it is pleasurable. It's nice to sit in there and look at everything and how they did it and how nice it is. And I enjoy that ride.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to get out of the sun, get off your feet, and just
is
in the dark and just maybe take a nap if you want.
Yeah.
Right. Dances and Goofy, thank you for being here on your lunch break.
Tracy, be safe on your call.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Tracy got a
fire call.
Oh
geez.
Be safe.
Stay safe, brother.
Yeah.
So that Kim Possible game was just like the Perry. They just updated it.
Yeah. Right.
Perry the platypus.
Now it is fun because I mean the fact that you're just not going to a window and watching something move. Some of that stuff is really interactive. I mean, they really did. I think they really did a good job when you go to some of the lanterns and they do things and. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of neat.
We should do that next time we're there. I mean, excuse me. I know I'm not 12, but I don't know. Humor me.
Oh, fun.
But the France, I mean, the France one, Perry actually glides from the Eiffel Tower down to the one building. It's pretty cool.
Now, spoiler alert. We don't want to give away too much, but yeah, like in Germany, like a little thing opens up and around the circle. There's a lot of cool little stuff that happens.
I've seen that. Yeah.
I see a Diz Our Dream live stream coming. Right.
For the
For the
Perry the Platypus.
Yeah, you guys could do that as a live. I mean, you're going to be down there way before we are, so
well, that's
do
true.
that as a live stream.
I don't know if people would get bored with that though.
I think you have to do it on your own phones now. They don't give you the
Oh,
phones
do you
anymore.
do it on your
You
own
have to
Oh,
app now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
think
that.
You have to do it. Download an app on your phone now. And
Huh.
play it on your
I
phone.
think that's right. Play Disney.
I guess I'll have to come and we'll play it on my phone, and then you can live stream on your phone.
There you go, or
Yeah.
vice versa.
We got it figured out. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Jeff and I'll be at home while you two go, right?
As
You guys will
usual.
be in Germany hanging out, right?
As usual, he says.
I like the hanging out in Germany idea.
Yes.
So what is your, not that you have one, but what is your favorite thing about EPCOT? If you had a favorite thing about EPCOT, what would it be?
Oh no, I've like favorite things about EPCOT. So my opinion has changed recently because I this time loved Mission Space. Like
Did
loved
you?
it.
Which
Yes.
one did you go on? Orange or green?
Orange.
Orange.
Okay.
No way.
Yes,
Oh,
way.
Wow, I'm impressed. I am
It,
impressed.
it is amazing. The last time when I rode it before, this last time I went, I had a screaming kid, and I looked over to console her, and that was it. You don't move your head on that ride, or you're gonna get sick.
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
But this
you
last time,
you gotta keep your head back and looking forward. If you don't,
I loved
Really?
it.
it messes up the semicircular canals in your ear, and now you're nauseous. And
Yep.
It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Test track is always fun too. Test track makes me nervous.
Why is that?
I don't know.
you're
Those are
not
going
driving.
fast
Everybody else would
and-
be nervous if you were driving.
That's the problem. That's why I'm nervous. I'm not driving.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a stream in itself. Let me tell you.
Right.
Here's a funny story. When we had to go to the first aid room place one time for Abby. We had to get her some Gatorade or something. They brought a person in on a stretcher that just got off Mission Space. He couldn't even stand up. He was all messed up.
You get one of those semicircular canals, ends up with a blockage in it. You you can't stand up straight. That's kind of an important part of our body.
Yeah.
I don't want
Right.
to go on that ride.
The green
I'm
one's
out.
fine. The
I'm
green
out.
one. The green
No.
one's fine. You
I'm
don't
out.
spin at all. No.
What do you do? Is it like
it just
Star
goes?
Tours,
It just kind of goes
or-
through the motions without the gravity and
Yeah, but you get that feeling, that no gravity feeling
no gravity.
is so awesome. I mean, it's like you're just like floating out of your seat. It is just wow.
Weightlessness.
Weightlessness. Okay. Weightlessness, no gravity.
It's
good.
neat. I like it.
is.
That's probably. I really enjoy doing that. Now you got Guardians of the Galaxy coming up.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Wait, but no. That's it. That's gonna be it.
No?
No, that's in Epcot.
You're thinking of Tron. You're thinking of Tron?
No, she's thinking of Tower of Terror.
Oh yeah, Tower of Terror being rethemed.
Tower of Terror is
into-
not going to be rethemed.
Oh,
This is
Okay.
going to be where Ellen's Energy Adventure was, where the dinosaur energy. Right.
They're putting a space restaurant there.
They're building. We saw that space restaurant behind. It's right by Test Track. It's a huge building.
All right, so wait a minute. I was thinking that that's Guardians of the Galaxy, but there's a restaurant too?
Guardians of the Galaxy is where Ellen's Energy Adventure was.
Oh,
They're building that big building.
okay.
But if you go back by
Yeah.
Test Track, you can
Mhm.
see that big building behind Mission. You have to actually walk by Mission Space to get to that restaurant.
Right.
so what is the Guardian of the Galaxy ride gonna be? So like a coaster?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
You might like it better now. See, Mama Mouse, we're going to get you liking it better.
Oh, you just might a backwards launch. Are you serious?
It's supposed to be a backwards launch roller coaster.
That's the thing. That's the thing that has me scared. That it's
How are they gonna? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't do well.
I don't know.
I don't do well on the backward part, especially at Kilimanjaro Safari, or not Kilimanjaro Safari,
Yeah.
Expedition Everest. When you go backwards, that's the part that always gets me on that ride. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like that part.
I don't know.
What's your favorite thing about Epcot?
Oh, boy. I don't know. I like the countries. I like
Yeah.
being on that. I like Soarin' too. I really like that ride. I kind of like the original Soarin' better than this newer one, Soarin' Around the World. I don't know why. I don't know if it's nostalgia or but I do like Soarin'. So yeah.
Dances with Goofy says I can't even ride our subway backwards.
I know. So, yeah, when I go on the TTA, I always face forward, and that moves so slow.
I'm honestly not a big roller coaster person. I never have been, but it's Disney roller coasters, and for me, that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah. Right, I agree.
I have trust in Disney that I'm going to be okay, and I also have figured out that Disney's really good at hype, and they're really good at making it look horrible. But it's not as bad as it appears.
Right. Yeah.
Welcome in Keystone 76.
Yeah.
We got to get our Disney Plus set up tonight. He has all the passwords, so I wasn't.
Were you holding those hostage? What were you doing?
So here's the thing. He texts me and says he needs the password. Now, what kind of a goofball texts over their password to somebody?
Why couldn't you call me real quick?
I was on the airplane. I was on the airplane, and I was able to text, but I'm like, I'm not texting you. My iTunes, my Apple password, that's like a big password. That's a password to everything.
She has everything so locked down. Everything's so locked down.
Oh,
love it.
So some monarch moments.
Yes, there'll be a Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster at EPCOT.
Okay.
There should be the Disneyland Guardians of the Galaxy is just like our Tower of Terror, more, but it has a thing to it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
So what's your favorite ride, Jeff?
I like Soarin'. I've always liked Soarin'.
It's a good ride.
I've always
it is.
I think it's very genius how they built that to go up in front of that huge.
Have you seen what they did? How they figured out how to do that ride?
Yeah.
They used an old erector set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it came up with that design. I thought that was just wonderful.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great thing.
So what's going to happen to Soarin'? Is it staying? Is it going?
Yeah, it'll still stay there because it's in a different building. But I think when they changed it, they made the movie better. But there's like that curve, and we were just talking about that. I always have to tell them that I get motion sick, so I have to like sit in the middle, because if I'm too far on those edges, when you come into, it's just like woo, like the Eiffel Tower. It's like the leaning tower of Eiffel. So I feel like if you're on an end, you kind of get not the best experience. So
Cricket Fox, I think, is asking, is Soarin' safe? Is Soarin'
safe?
I think she's saying it's safe.
Soarin' is safe.
Soarin' is safe.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Mike Polito wanted to know my favorite spot in Epcot. It's got to be the DVC Lounge.
I don't know about that.
That's my favorite spot in Epcot.
Is it?
That's not fair.
Next time we're with you guys, we'll take you up there with us.
Hands down, that's my favorite spot in Epcot.
Yeah. Well, because you can go there, you get snacks, you get sodas,
and you can
recharge your phone and just sit there. So
nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
And isn't it above like Test Track or something?
The Imagination Pavilion.
Yeah, it's over by Figment.
Okay.
Above Figment.
Okay.
We actually took our friends there, our neighbors, and our neighbor John fell asleep in there. I mean, he was like in the chair, snoring away. It was kind of funny.
A picture of him.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing in there. They bring around snacks for you every 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's a nice perk.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite thing about Epcot, Kelly? I don't know if you. Or Disney World Freak.
I have to say Mission Space is the most fun for me, just because I like flying. I flew for so many years. I just really enjoy that ability to do that. I would have to say my next favorite would probably be Frozen. I really enjoy that ride.
Yeah.
I wish it was longer.
Yeah.
So do you go on the high octane mission space too?
Oh yeah, every time. Every time.
I might have to try it when I'm just afraid I'll be messed up for the rest of it. Maybe I'll try it.
Leave your head.
If you keep your head, if the minute you turn your head during that, you've messed up the ability for the semicircular canals to keep you where you're supposed to be, and you will get dizzy and lightheaded and nauseous.
That's interesting.
I have this attention thing going on though, where I'm always like looking around. Probably.
That's the good thing. They actually put the little TV screen right in front of your face to try to keep you there.
Yeah.
And watch what's going on, and then you look down. So you're okay to kind of look down and up because that's really not affecting it much.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do the side thing, it'll get you. It'll get you.
Yeah.
They jobs like they did in Galaxies or Smuggler's Run, but it's not quite as intense of jobs. I mean, like you might push a button here or a button there. So you have a little bit of something else to focus on than the fact that you're spinning in circles about 90 miles an hour. So inverted.
No.
This feeling.
And I think the part that scared me was I heard a couple people have literally died on that ride.
I have too.
Or they've had heart attacks.
It is very. It gives you a very realistic feeling of what's going on. The thrust of leaving the Earth, you feel that pressure, and I think what basically happens is, and it happened to our youngest daughter. She won't ever ride it again because when she rode it, she thought we were leaving the planet.
Wow.
She legitimately thought we were leaving the planet, and that was it.
Petrified.
Aww.
Whew, she just,
yeah.
Wow. It's realistic, eh?
Well, it's a simulator. Are you actually spinning?
Yes. The pods in there are actually on arms, and that's what they're doing is they're slowly changing the angle of the pod, but they're rotating. And it's basically they're using centrifugal force to give you the feeling of weightlessness, which is they're backing off of it, and the pressure is when they're speeding it up. So as you're rotating, but you really don't feel like you're spinning.
You don't.
You have no idea that you're actually rotating.
You feel the shake and the pressure, going up, and then you get out there, and then you literally feel the weightlessness. It is
you just got that 5 seconds of just you feel it, and it's because you're coming off that pressure is what's really happening. It's just tricking your mind is basically what it's doing.
It was fantastic.
Yep, centrifugal force. Mike Polito, I don't have a name of our firehouse that I used to be at. So a lot of fire departments have names for their firehouses. Mine did not have a house.
World Freak's favorite ride in EPCOT is a park bench in Germany with a beer in one hand and a pretzel in the other. That sounds good.
Fantastic.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And I think I enjoy it too. I like it because it's easy to get to from some of those other resorts, those back resorts.
Beach club, yacht club.
I think that's another reason why I like it, because it just feels like it's an extension. It's kind of all connected together. And I think that's what I kind of like about that too. So
yeah, ease of access.
Yeah.
Especially when you're driving there too. You don't have to go to a place like
place to go to another place. Yeah, I agree.
Did you use the gondola to get from the beach resort to EPCOT?
So I did. So when I stayed at Caribbean Beach, I did use the gondola.
How long did it take you to get there?
And that was nice. I can't remember. I don't know.
10?
From Caribbean Beach, it was a quick ride. Maybe a little like 5 to 7 minutes. Once you get on there at Riviera, we got on the Riviera station. So that's just a straight shot over to EPCOT. Mm. So now if you're at one of those other resorts and you have to switch cars, it might take a little bit longer. And if you get stuck, it takes longer too. When we were down there, I have to say that it broke down multiple times this last trip.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was down. So we were going to ride it the one time. We're going to take it. In fact, when I was going over to meet Tina at EPCOT, I was half tempted. My daughter and I were going to just jump on it. And it was down. So I don't know why it was down, but it was. So we ended
Touring the Galaxy took it from Epcot, I think, to somewhere. Anyway, he got off of it, and the minute he got off of it, it broke down.
What?
So people that were still on were stuck on it. So it was kind of fun.
Wow.
I know
It's
Disney
like,
will
whoa.
get some of these bugs worked out. They'll get them worked out. They'll figure it out. It's new, and they ran it forever trying to see if they had any bugs in it.
Right.
And they didn't have a whole lot of problems. And
Right.
now all of a sudden they're having problems. They'll figure it out though. They will. Disney always does. They're good about it. They invested way too much money to scrap it. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they have to work it out because you're right.
Oh, yeah.
So much has been invested. So
Mama Mouse, you have a question up on the screen.
I do. And yes, they are homemade. I made them because we went to Flower and Garden at Epcot, and I wanted to have flower ears. So,
you got a lot of compliments on those
I
ears
made
at the
them.
park.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, they're very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, so we've gone over our favorite things at Epcot. What's your least favorite thing about Epcot?
I'll tell you my least favorite. I went through it this week while I was there. During Food and Wine, it gets really crowded and people do get kind of obnoxious. Like over in the countries, if you go there during the morning, it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's beautiful. You walk through that same area between like Canada and England, and you go up. I mean, there were actually 3 sheriffs outside of that bar, that Rose and Crown.
Right.
3 sheriffs there because it was just so crowded, and people get obnoxious and they come and they knock into you and they push, and it's just it gets a little crazy sometimes
Some
during
people
Food and
overdo
Wine
it.
at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably my least favorite. Yeah.
We went.
All our drug people.
Yes.
Yeah, some people don't know when to
Stop.
stop.
So Mama Mouse, what were you gonna say?
We hadn't been to Disney before they brought in all the alcohol for the adults. And this last time we went, we encountered at each end. So if you're in the middle, it wasn't so bad, but at each end of the
Yes.
whatever, we ran into really intoxicated people, and they were younger individuals.
Yes.
There was one girl that was so drunk that she couldn't even stand up and
Yes.
was making a big scene. It was just,
Yeah.
we're like, wow, this is Disney.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
that was unfortunate, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about you? What's your least favorite thing about Epcot?
I don't know. Do I have a least favorite thing?
There's a lot. No.
No, it's not like it's it's not that I don't like it. Like I would still go. We have to go at least one day that we're there, but we typically, our Epcot run is
A day.
usually about
It's a day.
A day.
Animal Kingdom's typically a half day. Epcot's a full day. Most of our time's in Magic Kingdom in Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood
but
Studios.
I enjoyed probably the best time I've had is this last trip that we had, and I spent more time there I think than we have any other time. This last year. So,
I don't know. My least favorite ride, though, I think, is actually the ball.
Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
It's going to go through a refurb. Long
Yeah.
overdue.
I'm interested. I think somebody said what they're going to do, but I haven't heard what they're going to. I can't remember what they were going to do to it, but I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed it. I'm a history guy, so I kind of liked it. I like the smells.
Right.
That you can now buy candles that smell like part of the
Rome
Burning.
Rome burning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do that at my house. I'll walk around all day looking for what's on fire. So
Yeah.
It's bad.
I don't know. My least favorite thing at Epcot.
Well, I can tell you.
I feel like it is so big that it's hard to take in. I think that's probably,
Yeah.
and when you really think about it, it's not that big, but because they did a good job of the way they angled the pavilions.
That This and That crew is ruining it.
I'm I am fully 100% dissing that Warped. I'm just telling you.
Your friends are bad
So
influence.
the way that they've got them angled, that they're pie shaped, so they are closer together in that big circle, but it's a lot. I think my biggest issue is when you're dealing with somebody with a wheelchair and dealing with somebody with a scooter, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
No,
but there's nothing I don't think I don't like about EPCOT.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing I dislike about EPCOT is the hours.
What do you mean? They close early?
They close so early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're done at 9 every night.
I mean, it has to do with the people that work there at the countries. Their contracts.
Yeah, I think that has something to do with it. They can only work so many hours, and I think I have a problem with all the hours at all the parks anymore. I mean, it used to be, when I think we've talked about this before, you could stay at Magic Kingdom till 2 o'clock in the morning, and that was just because.
Right.
And now they're kicking you out 6 o'clock at night, unless you buy an extra party ticket a lot.
Yeah.
And doubling that revenue. That's kind of, and I think what they're thinking people will do is, well, they'll just extend their vacation another day. Most people can't afford to do that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
So Tina McNeil says, very unpleasant when they don't know when to stop drinking. Definitely.
Yeah.
Julio says, can you talk about the Disneyland California Snow White ride? I do not even know anything about that.
No.
I would be more than happy to talk about it. So I know nothing.
Oh,
this thing, really?
Monarch Moments still on here?
Yeah, Monarch Moments might be able to talk about it.
Does anyone here know? Is anyone able to answer the question? I don't know anything really about Disneyland. I feel
we're talking about EPCOT at Disney World today.
Yeah.
Right. I know that I did hear that there was a refurbishment coming on it.
Okay.
I'm into Disneyland. Our hope is, as part of our plans for next year that we're laying down, that we get to spend a couple of days there. We're going to California anyway, and we're trying to squeeze that into our time. So I can tell you about it next year.
Well, Pepper Tree Villa could probably.
That's who I would ask. I would ask. If you don't know who Pepper Tree Villa is, look them up. Those guys are Disneyland everything. And I mean,
super knowledgeable.
Yep, they'll give you details. They'll tell you what color of white the dress will be when they replace it.
Right.
They're awesome.
So Monarch Moments, the question was about the Disneyland California Snow White refurb, if you know anything about that.
Yeah.
I do not know anything about that.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Disney Boffins.
Disney Boffins. Let us finish up with EPCOT here. We got about a few minutes left, and we'll make a comment about the Copa thing.
Rachel, I did see your message, honey. We'll talk later.
So overall, for sure, EPCOT's not a place to miss. I tell people when they ask me, and by far I'm not an expert at EPCOT, plan a day there.
Mm-hmm.
Go through the whole thing. I know a lot of people that make it about halfway through and then they quit.
Right.
And then you miss the second half of it. And typically people, for some reason there, which is interesting, which is opposite of a Magic Kingdom, most people go to the left at EPCOT.
Yes, towards Mexico.
Go to the right at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. We do.
So do we. Why? We do the same thing.
Why is that?
We usually start in Mexico for some reason.
Yeah.
And we don't plan it that way. That's just the way we end up going.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Rachel, no crying on the stream.
There's no crying on YouTube.
There's no crying on the stream.
Rachel's anxiously awaiting a envelope from us. And for one reason or another, it's taking forever and a year to get there. So
it is this time of year, the mail season starts getting crazy, and typically what would get there in 3 days is going to take 5. So hang tight; it'll be there.
So Tina McNeil said, plan a weekday or two. Don't go on a Friday night or Saturday night.
Agreed.
That's great advice, Tina.
Yeah.
I'll say if we're there for 5 days, I could easily spend 3 full days at Epcot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just my personal.
But for me, there would have to be a festival going on, some sort of festival.
I agree.
Because, like I said, in the summer, there really wasn't a whole lot to do there, I didn't think.
But it was kind of nice because the crowds weren't there either, though.
True.
So
in the summer, the crowds really calmed down there. So
the last 10-day trip we took, I think we spent a day and a half there.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So
definitely go, and definitely make sure you make the full round around the world.
Yes.
Very worth it.
Disney World Freak says Epcot is 2 days for us. It's definitely my favorite park because of the countries. Sad. Very first trip, education stuff at Future World, and left the park. Didn't go back for another 4 years.
Yeah.
There used to be
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of interactive things in. They used to be called the. What they used to be called? I forget what they used to be called, but when I went there in 1985, and then there was
all
tons
kinds of
technology
educational
stuff to do and play with.
It's interesting. If you talk to some people, they'll tell you that they actually went to the whole front part of Epcot and never knew the countries were back in the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so they go to the front part of the park and kind of walk around and go, well, that was a waste of a day. They go and they realize they were missing the entire back half of that park.
Yeah.
That's interesting to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. When you go through the back entrance, you come out right between United Kingdom and France, which is kind of neat.
Right.
Because the World Showcase doesn't open until 11 o'clock.
Right.
Prior to that, the park opens at usually 9.
Why is that?
Those hours that those people can only work.
The France Bakery is open earlier, so you can go there and get some breakfast.
Right.
So that's
I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. Like if we get there early enough, going over to France and having breakfast early, and then there's not the crowd there or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Michael Baum was saying that was us, and somebody else said that was 2002. Never saw the countries. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. I absolutely understand it. You know, the first time we went, we almost didn't figure that out. So,
really? Yeah.
It was early 2000s.
Okay.
One of my favorite queues is the Frozen queue.
Oh yeah.
Did.
Yep. They really did that nice.
They did a nice job with that. For
I
sure.
agree with that. Yeah.
I love the guy that's inside the sauna thing. Tapping the window.
Someone blow out.
I love it.
Someone blowout.
There's so much we didn't even talk about. We're running out of time, like the candlelight processionals and
all that
stuff.
All the
you should talk about that.
They do a lot of shows. They bring in a lot of talent for a lot of shows for some of the events like Food and Wine. Always, when you're planning your trip, and if you're planning 6 months out or longer, go look and see who's going to be there, what festival is going to be there. You may get to go see a band that you want to go see. You may get to go see, every now and then they're doing the Guardians of the Galaxy one. That was always a pretty good one to watch.
So mad we missed that.
That was good.
Had all that music that he liked.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what is the candlelight thing like? I mean, have you been?
Yes.
We went to, so we did a dinner where you got secured seating if you had a dinner. We had dinner at
Mexico?
No. Did we? I thought we had it at Coral Reef.
I don't know. One of those. We took the kids when they were little. They weren't very happy. I think it was boring for them to sit there.
But it was neat because you had Jodie Benson, who's the Little Mermaid, reading the Nativity. And then you had this 50-piece orchestra playing music along, and then there were choir singers.
Yeah.
And it was just very. I thought it was very inspirational. It was very, very neat to see.
Yeah, it was.
The Little Mermaid. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Little Mermaid.
Right.
So the place that you ate at, is that the place where they have like the great big fish tank and you're sitting?
Yes.
I have always wanted to go there, but don't they only serve seafood?
No.
Because
okay.
Our kids don't eat seafood.
Thanks, guys. I've been trying to keep her out of that restaurant now all this time by telling her that, and now you.
We have to have reservations, right?
So wait a minute. I got to hear this now. So,
No,
Mom, you want to go there because of you want to see the aquariums and stuff?
Oh yeah.
See, we can do it next trip.
Okay,
Kelly.
But you can see.
Sorry
You don't
about
have
that.
to go to the restaurant to see the aquariums.
well, I know, but that would just be so cool that you're just sitting there eating, and then a shark swims by or a diver goes down to do something.
It's very neat. It's neat theming.
So you're seeing something that swims by the same thing that's on your plate.
So,
I just can't. Yeah, no. I'm just because there's Nemo on the glass tapping and going, "What she eating?"
Fishy,
No.
fishy.
Carla.
Fish are.
he doesn't want the seafood, right? So you want to go there for something other than seafood. Okay.
I don't care for seafood, so
Yeah. It does kind of smell like seafood in there if you're okay with that. But they have other things to eat besides seafood.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Disney World Freak, thank you so much for asking about Taylor. He is doing very well. Thank you for asking. He's coming along great. He's back at school. We're not having any pain problems. Itching is another story, but pain problems are under control. So he's doing really good. Thank you for asking. Another couple of weeks in these casts, and then he gets a new set of casts, and then we'll be another 4 weeks. So
yeah.
We are over our time. Sorry.
Do we have to cut it?
Pepper Tree Villa is coming on.
Pepper Tree Villa is right here.
They may be waiting on us.
Oh, they are
They're
here.
very polite.
Hey,
There's Pepper Tree Villa. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Sorry.
They're very polite, so
Somebody asked about the Snow White ride refurb. Do you want to?
no, they were answering somebody else's question about that. We don't know anything about that. So
Well, no, never mind. I thought we told them to go to Pepper Tree Villa.
So there was well, that's true. Yeah. If you guys want information about if there's a refurb at Snow White's ride, talk to Pepper Tree Villa. Those guys are so knowledgeable about Disneyland.
These guys would know.
Make
So
sure you check.
we're on here right now. So wait a minute. So Pepper Tree Villa, are you guys doing your stream right now, or can you answer a question, or did you split up? Because we had a question about the Snow White. Now Monarch Moments was saying they didn't think that there was anything going on there.
There you go. He said he'll mention it during
his
deal today. So as soon as we get off here, you can go over to Pepper Tree Villa, and they'll talk about that for you.
Hey Pam, can you drop the link to their stream?
Yeah, mods, would you please drop that to Pepper Tree Villa, because that's where we're all going to send him over there as soon as we get off.
So Pepper Tree Villa is on right after this, and then it is Thursday Night Football on Dole Whip Dad's channel tonight.
Correct on Dole Whip Dad's channel tonight.
8:15 Eastern.
15 Central. Yeah, 8:15
Eastern.
What else do you guys have going on?
Actually we're on DizTube with Dole Whip Dad on Sunday.
How are you?
Okay, we'll have to look for that.
Awesome.
So we're being interviewed by Jeff. So that'll be a lot of fun. And we've got our Saturday at noon stream Central Time coming up.
Go Chiefs.
So that's what we've got coming up this weekend. Somebody asked us about the new YouTube rules and laws. We could talk about that a long period of time. I would just tell you just briefly real quick that we will probably be setting all of our channel at adult themed.
Okay.
And that's probably what Myers and the Mouse is going to do, because it's hard that it's so vague that it's just difficult. So
yeah.
Can you stop?
I'm so sorry.
What happened?
Yep, we're
Sorry,
still here. Mama, touch the camera. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
So there's a lot of going on with that, and I'm sure it's probably something we can cover later. But we want to get you over to Pepper Tree Villa, guys.
Yes, get over to
Pepper Tree Villa.
Can you guys can hang on with us for a minute or two?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So
thanks everyone for talking EPCOT with us. We appreciate you being here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go over to Pepper Tree Villa, see what they have to say, and we will see you all
next week. What are we going to cover next week? Because it's going to be your turn, Myers and the Mouse.
You want to do Animal Kingdom, or you want to do Hollywood Studios?
I don't care.
Do Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood? Okay.
Hollywood.
All right.
Hollywood.
It might have to be like a 2-day. We may have to come back to EPCOT in Hollywood.
Pepper Tree Villa's waiting.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Thanks, everyone. Talk to you later.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
See you on the other side.